Hi everybody, Jackie here with Morgan from OmegaOne. How are you doing today?
Great, how are you?
Doing great. So today we're going to be talking about tapered threads, and in an earlier video we talked about parallel threads, so this is kind of the counterpart to that.
Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about the details and what tapered threads you guys have at OmegaOne.
So the tapered thread's a little bit different than a parallel thread. A lot of our standard tube fittings are parallel threads, so our Omega Flare, our Omega Bite, and our Omega Seal are all parallel threads, but the taper threads have a 1 degree taper. NPT and NPTF are the common standards in North America. We have a series of fittings called Omega Pipe, which are just standard pipe thread fittings that will work in standard pipe systems, and those are all governed by the SAE J514 as are the flare and flareless fittings. So you've got a taper thread is a mechanical seal, and its seal is formed as the male and female threads tighten together, forming a dry seal. The thread angle for the NPT and the NPTF are 60 degrees with flattened peaks and valleys, which are referred to as a Seller's form. NPT threads are designed to work in conjunction with a lubricant or a PTFE tape to prevent thread galling. And thread galling is when the threads will get damaged through metal friction or improper use. The NPTF is called the National Pipe Taper Fuel Standard, and it's a little bit different. It has a sharper peak and different root. And the idea there is actually that the NPTF does mildly do a controlled gall, and it's a part of how the threads actually seal together. So when you're dealing with the NPTF, it's not necessarily an ideal for a lot of repetitive use, because the more you do it, the more it'll just wear down and it won't be as reliable. Though the NPTF fitting is designed to be a dry seal, if you use like a Teflon or PTFE Teflon tape on the threads, you'll make it a little more durable. So if you have to open it up or whatever and undo it, that's possible. Over tightening a fitting, any fitting, in particular the taper threads, can cause premature damage and could cause some of that thread galling that we see as a problem commonly. Though we don't stock, in addition, we make the BSP or the BSPT, which are basically the same thing. It's a European thread standard. The degree is a little bit different, and the pitch and then the root and crest are made slightly different. So British thread and British taper thread are not the same as NPT. They're not compatible, and neither British or the NPT is superior to the other. They're just different side of the world, and we are seeing a little bit more of a demand for the British thread stuff, because there's equipment and things that are finding their way across the ocean that are manufactured in Europe that come to the US. So we get requests for them. We make those fittings from time to time when people have orders. So it's both standards we're familiar with.
So as you said, they're not compatible with each other. So you kind of have to use one standard or the other. And with these new parts coming over, if you need that, you guys can make it for them. And if they have any questions because they're not sure of what they need, they can always talk to your sales team. OmegaOne has a really knowledgeable staff. You guys can reach them at 800-333-2636 or visit OmegaOne online at OmegaOne.com. You can view their product catalogs there, get a better knowledge about their range of products and what they might be able to do for you. But really, if you have a need for flare fittings, tubings, or AM/FM braid bands, OmegaOne is the place to be. So give them a call, visit them online today. And thank you so much, Morgan, for talking to us about this.
Thank you, Jake.